Hey, good morning to you. Coming up, we're talking to May. She is a 30-year veteran of floral design, and she's going to help you really, well, put a smile on mom's face this Mother's Day. Don't go away. Hey guys, just a heads up, you know, Mother's Day is this Sunday. We're at Mayflowers Floral Studio. We've got May here, who is the owner, a 30-year veteran of floral design. So you're going to show us how to pick some loose flowers and get a little creative. What's the biggest mistake people make when choosing flowers on their own?
If they start with the colors that are wrong.
Yeah.
But we do tell them that let me help you make it look better.
That's right.
And they say, please. So.
And that's what we're saying this morning. We're like, please, May, help us. So guess what? We get to go into the refrigerator right here. So let you open that bad boy up. So fun. How often does this happen?
There we
Cameraman
go.
Dave, go ahead and get in there. Okay.
Welcome to my small cooler.
This is cool. So when we're like, say, at the grocery store or somewhere like that, we see all these loose flowers.
Yes.
Okay. I know my mom likes light colors, and I want to get something that maybe would complement the house. So where do I start?
You should start with a primary flower that you'd like that you think your mom's gonna like.
Okay.
And then you add to it.
So what about like?
Oh, this one.
Those are beautiful.
These are the garden anemones.
Okay.
They're just coming out very, very strong now, and they come in whites and pinks and yellows. Actually, is this what would you like to start with?
Yeah, let's start with that as kind of like our base. Okay.
So what you do is what we usually do is we say, okay, let's do this and start with this one, and we add to it, and because it is a soft color.
Yeah,
maybe we can add some fillers like the Daucus carota, which is a family of Queen Anne's lace.
So we have our primary, and then we
can go lighter. See, and then how about some of the luminous roses, and of course we can make this.
What are you doing to it?
I'm opening them. Actually, if you open these, they will last another 5 days.
You're kidding?
Yes, there are some roses that you cannot open this way, and you can also, force open some if you keep them at room temperature.
Okay.
People love them very much.
Beautiful. Is this enough to put together an arrangement?
It's up to you.
Okay.
That's actually beautiful, just like that.
So okay, guys. So we're going to start with this, and then we're going to go outside where it's a little bit warmer and a little bit quieter. We're going to show you how to put this together. And the great thing about this is we're learning the tricks of the trade today, right? So ways to help those flowers last longer for mom. So we're live from McLean all morning long. We're back with more right after this. Ooh, yeah, and those. I was just saying, I'm going to give these flowers to May, but I want to hold them for a second so I feel beautiful. And then the camera came up. See how that works? Anyway, so we were talking about getting ready for Mother's Day. It's coming up. It is Sunday, the 12th. So earlier, May took us into the refrigerator, and we picked out just some beautiful flowers. And how do all of these work together? I mean, we picked these first, and then what did we do? We built it out.
Well, we built it out. You want to hold it?
Here, okay, sure, I'll hold it.
We built it out, basing it from the first one that grabbed you.
Right.
It's just like a love at first sight.
Ideally, right?
And yeah, so you just work around it and make it more harmonious.
It looks beautiful.
Yes,
so what do we need to keep in mind? We had our fillers, we picked a little bit of color, and then from here we want to put it in a vase before we present it to mom, ideally, right? So what do we need to keep in mind when we're building this in a vase?
That she can handle the arranging part.
Okay.
And once in a while, people will ask, how do we do this? Or can you pre-arrange it? We do offer hand-tied European bouquets.
Ooh.
Should she not be wanted to be bothered by.
Some moms don't want to do it, right?
That's
They're like, look here, you do it. They do enough.
It's Mother's Day.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything, right?
Exactly.
It's my
exactly.
day.
So what do? We need to trim?
So yes, always give it a fresh cut. When you buy the cut flowers from us, we always put them in water tubes so that when you go home, you don't necessarily have to cut them again.
Yay.
But you can also give it a fresh cut if you are paranoid about putting them in a vase.
Okay.
So they keep fresher. So I prefer to make my arrangements lower into the vase because they last longer. It's just like water going up the mountain.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
So
right.
the energy of the water is not stopped in between before it gets to the top. So that's the secret of a good arrangement. So some flowers can handle tall
Right. some
and
can't.
still take up water.
How often do we want to change the water, May?
For me, I usually add water. Again, every flower can really change, make the water change colors.
Okay.
But, you know, I would just dump the water and then add the medicine or the flower food in it.
The flower food.
Probably
Okay.
every 3 days.
Okay.
So
That
just
sounds
keep
right.
it. See, when she makes the arrangements, or when you try to do the arranging, probably the best idea would be to do them in clusters.
In clusters.
You see
and
how,
we're going
how
to
this is
continue
working?
to keep working on this. May's going to keep assembling it. We're going to come back, check it out. Plus, guys, we're going to talk about pre-arranged flowers and succulents. Sometimes you just want it to be really easy. We're going to try and do that for you this morning. Don't go away. We're back with more. This looks great. That's right. We are hoping to get you inspired this Mother's Day, because think about it. You know, your mom is a unique individual, and you want the floral arrangement to reflect your mother in some way. This is May. 30 years you've been in the floral industry. And what have you assembled for us today? We went into the refrigerator. We pulled this together.
Yes. Well, I added to the arrangement,
You
and
did.
again, this is what you wanted, and I just built it up with a little bit more, adding clematis. So it's best not to add any more brighter colors to it instead, or you can go in the pink tones
I love
or
it.
the lavenders. So it makes it look bigger.
It does. And here's the
Keep
neat
working.
thing. You find what you like, right? Like maybe pick one flower that you like, and then experts like May can help build this out. And this, my mom lives in Denver, Colorado, but we built this for her today. So Mom, I know you're watching. I wish I could get this to you, but I'll take a picture and send it, or maybe you're watching right now. But so when it comes to moms, not every mom, you know, wants this type of flower. There are a lot of different options. Succulents. Let's visit those. What do we need to know about caring for succulents?
Succulents are for moms that don't like to take care of plants or flowers.
That's right,
too
because they got
much.
kids and pets, right?
Yes, with succulents, we can put them in beautiful Q potteries or just natural terracotta potteries. And
Beautiful.
all you need to do with succulents, taking care of them, is you can leave them in the summer outside.
Okay.
It can take the sun, or you can leave them under just on the
You can
balcony.
just set them on the balcony, or even if
Yes.
you bring them in, set them by the window. How often do we, if they're indoors, how often do we want to water our succulents?
We water our succulents like twice a month.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. So, you know, there you go. It's a light on the upkeep, which is nice. So stick around, because next up we're going to talk orchids and what you need to know to keep those things alive, right? That can be a
Yes.
challenge, but it doesn't have to be. We're back with more right after this. Coming up, guys, a popular flower this time of year, the orchid. But how do you keep it alive? You want to make sure it stays vibrant and colorful? We're going to show you how right after this.
Welcome back to Great Day Washington. You know, motherhood has been synonymous with spring and flowers, as the two are representative of life and fertility.
Most importantly, we give our moms flowers on Mother's Day because, well, we love them. Andy Hauser has been out all morning trying to give us some ideas for pulling together an arrangement. Andy, what do you have now?
Yeah, you're right. You know what? When we do think of our moms, we do think of flowers, and both are beautiful and both are unique, right? So we did put together an arrangement, but I also don't want to ignore, we see a lot of orchids this time of year. May, when it comes to buying orchids, what do we need to keep in mind?
The first thing you should know is that you should buy orchids with very healthy greens. The
Okay.
leaves should be
These right here.
big and dark green. And what I found out from all this time that I have been in business is that every level of leaves is a year. It takes a long time. Sometimes it would be 2 to 3, but that's what I've noticed.
Okay.
Every level of 2
So 1,
leaves
2,
is what. Yeah.
so this is
8
3 years old.
Yes, and
See, learn something new every day.
and the darkness of the leaves actually makes a big difference on the flowers. It feeds the flowers, and the color becomes more intense if they have darker leaves.
The color on this one is magnificent.
Yes.
Watering. What do we do about watering our orchids, and how do we know when it's time?
When you buy it from Mayflowers,
There you go.
we
Picking up what you're putting down.
actually line a vase or a pottery, any container with a cellophane. This needs a little bit more details, but
Okay.
You should water them at least once or twice a month, at least
Okay.
probably half a cup or a cup of water, and not expose this to the sun. It's
Okay.
important that they don't take direct sun. So
It's delicate and it's beautiful. May, if people are thinking they want to reach out to you, get ready for Mother's Day, they should probably do that sooner than later, right? The clock's
yes,
ticking.
like today.
Like today. Okay, so Mayflowers, and you've been in the industry 30 years, so you know what that means? A wealth of knowledge. Also, the succulents, always a great choice as well for mom.
Yes, it is. Yeah, they are.
All right, guys, so that's why, so maybe, like Kristen, Marquette, I know, Kristen's a stepmom, Marquette's a mom. Maybe this is a good choice for you ladies because I know you're busy. Not a lot of care goes into the succulents.
I like the
And they look
succulents.
great.
I somehow can never seem to keep flowers alive.